everyone, and welcome to this old-time fiddle lesson on how to play the tune John Henry. In this lesson we're going to be learning the version from Clyde Davenport, which is a really cool bluesy version on the fiddle with lots of twists and turns. I would consider this an advanced tune, but well worth the effort putting it in if you can learn to master this and play this, because it's just an incredible version. It's going to be played in the key of G, and we're going to use standard tuning. So let's jump in. First, I will play the tune for you so you can hear it, and then I'll start breaking it down. All right, there you have it. There's Clyde Davenport's John Henry. As you can see, it's very interesting, lots of twists and turns, lots of blue notes, interesting phrasing, unexpected things going on there. It might sound kind of complicated because it is, but I recommend that if you want to listen to the tune a little bit before you dive in and try to break it apart, just to head over and find that version of, there's a fly in here, Clyde Davenport's John Henry. You can find it online. It's on Spotify. I'm sure it's on Apple and all the other services as well. You can check it out, give it a few listens before you jump in and attempt it. But let me go ahead and break it down for you now into phrases. We will we'll start with the beginning here, of course. That is the first phrase. All right, you can hear I'm using some vibrato in this, which, you know, not a lot of old-time fiddlers use, but in this fiddle style, in this playing style of fiddle playing, vibrato is actually used quite a bit. So don't be afraid of making the notes quiver a little bit in this. Okay, so that's the first phrase. Now here comes the first very interesting slide. You're going to slide from an F natural note with your first finger, using your first finger, slide all the way up to a G, slide back to an F for the beginning of this second phrase. It sounds like that. All right, it's very cartoonish, but that's the way he plays it. Okay, now the next note after that is going to be a slide down from the D, and then slide up to the B, and then end with a G note down here on the D string. So you have this. All right, one more time. Okay, make a little bit more sense of that. Put those two phrases together and you'll have this. All right, that's basically the first phrase. Let's jump into the second one. Starts the same way, but goes like this at the end of that. Okay, let's break that down a little bit more. Slide up from basically F to F sharp. And then down to D. Okay, so you have this. Okay, and that second half there is. All right, so those two put together. Then we're going to be on, we're going to jump to the high pinky, and he slides into a B natural note, but then he kind of flattens it a little bit. Like that. Heading back to that G. That's basically the last phrase of the A part. I'll go over that again. So you have the high bit here. Then you go. You can use your pinky to go into a unison with that E note, or just play the opening. And then you have this. Just kind of moving between, sliding between the B flat and the B. All right, so one more time. All right, that's pretty much all the phrases for the A part. Let me play them one more time for you, slowly, so you can see them clearly. Okay, now at this point, we're going to head into the phrases of the B part. We're going to get into some plucking here. So right after this, you can just do a, kind of just take your bow off the string and just push it off. So this is going to be that's the first phrase of the B part. The A and the B part blend right into each other. It's almost one continuous piece of music because it's based on this John Henry melody. But this is what I would consider the B part, or the chorus of the tune. So there you have it, where you just kick off your bow, you pluck that open E string with your pinky, and then you quickly bum, bum. That's just a really quick E pluck, and then a D note here with your third finger on the A string, and then you do a long slide down. Okay, so that's how the A part kicks off. Now the next phrase slides into this E note and up to that G. And then this comes. Okay, so that's. So you see, you slide up to that B. And then you slide on the E down to open. And once again, you, well, I'm not sure actually if you kick that. Yeah, you kick that the bow off, because you're going to do the next phrase here with a pluck. The way he does it is he kicks his bow off every time he goes to pluck. All right. So here's the third phrase. All right, that's basically the tag for this series of phrases. We're kind of like halfway through the B part. That's what that phrase sounds like. That's that lower part. It's got a little bit of rhythm in the bow there. So you get. All right. Don't worry, we're going to go over all these in a minute here. Moving on to the second half of the B part, we have. Okay, that's how it starts. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I just had to remind myself there. That's what it is. That's a really cool lick, so bluesy. Okay, so that's going to be that phrase there. So it kicks off leading up to this G, just walking up, open D, E, G. That's that second half. Let me see where I am now. You get so deep in these fiddle tunes, you get lost. No, that's not quite it. Let me see. I'm lost now. I'm gonna have to play it from the beginning of the B part here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is the way the second half goes. So that's the phrase I was missing that I was looking for. So after you get the first, this first phrase of the second half of the B part, you're going to slide into that E, just like that, walk up to the G, and then you're going to get this. Okay, that's just two slides in the B. And then you slide on the E down. And then you push the bow and then pluck one more time. Which is the same exact ending lick that we used on the first half of the B part. Whoo! Oh my gosh, this thing is complicated. Am I just making this thing harder than it is? I don't know. To me, it seems like there's a lot of intricacies, and to me, this is like pulling apart a masterwork, like a genius fiddle player trying to unearth exactly what they did. To me, it's pretty dang complicated. So I hope you can stick with this lesson and get something out of it, because it's super, super cool. Maybe I'm just being dumb here, but this seems like a pretty complicated fiddle tune, but one that's well worth it, because Clyde Davenport is one of the best fiddlers of all time, and this is one of his masterpiece tunes. And you got to have a good version of John Henry. That's one of the rules of playing old-time fiddle or any kind of folk music, pretty much. You got to have a good version of John Henry, so definitely worth learning. Okay, so let's go over all those parts once again in the B part. I'll just play them slow for you, based on what we got. That is the B part. If you can swallow that, you're doing well. Okay, let's go back to the A part. Let's just review that one more time, and then we'll put this bad boy together, and I'll play it a few times for you so you can check it out. Also, feel free, once this video's gone live, there will be a version that stays up on YouTube, and you can go to YouTube and you can use the slowdown feature if you want to check this out, so you can break it down and really study it. if you're having troubles, like me. All right, so here we go. Here's the A part of John Henry. All right, A part, or sorry, B part. All right, there you have it, folks. John Henry by Clyde Davenport. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you'd like to support me and to support these lessons and help keep them coming out, please feel free to drop me a virtual tip at paypal.me/Chance McCoy Music. I also have Venmo and Cash App with Chance McCoy Music as my username. And also, if you'd like to support me on a monthly basis, I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Chance McCoy Music. Who would have thought? And you can also go there and subscribe and be a monthly patron where you can just donate a sum every month. It comes directly out of your billing automatically, and you can support me that way. That's how these videos get made, and that's how I've been able to do this and share this knowledge with the old-time fiddling community, which has been very exciting. So thank you very much for the support I've had, and for anybody out there who's interested in supporting me, I encourage you to do so to keep these lessons coming. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you all around the bend.